1891, and it is a V-nickel. You can barely see the V on there. Just as I was talking about quarters. Man, silver quarter. Okay folks, I'm back out at the old house site. This is my second target of the day. It's got like a patent number on it, but this buckle does not look that old. I guess it could be. I'll have to search that number on there. I guess that's a patent number, 504431, just to see. Make sure it's not old, but I don't think it is, the way it's looking. Alright, I found something interesting here. Here's what was inside of it. See the stuff growing in there. Big old iron spoon bowl. That's neat. I've never found an iron spoon before. From my knowledge of what I've heard, these are a little bit older. The iron spoons. Nothing else in the hole, just a spoon bowl. That's awesome. Another beautiful little part to a suspender. That thing is awesome. It rang up 44. You could see the teeth on the bottom. That's what that was for. Very cool. I'm liking that. Just found a beautiful plated, silver plated lighter. It was down about 7 inches. It's got Japan on the bottom of it. So it was made in Japan. It's got a weird looking head design there. Quite shiny. It's a little broken, a little tattered, a little rusted, but it's awesome. My first lighter like this I've ever found. Very cool. Another nice little rivet out of here. It's got a cool little I guess star pattern on it, or like flower pattern. Rang up just like an Indian head. Mid to lower 70s. Real choppy. Love finding these things. Just found a little like brass or copper tube. It's broken. I'm not sure what it was. Been finding a lot of just odd stuff. Nothing too ridiculously good. Just a bunch of weird odds and ends. They're starting to add up, but I'll show everything in the wrap-up. But a lot of strange things this time. Alright folks, I switched spot. Here is a semi-good target. It's a key. I had gone to a basketball court, but I got ran off there. There's some, it's not really the best neighborhood, and this guy came up acting all crazy, telling me, get off the court, you don't belong on the court. Then he got on his phone and started calling his homeboys, he said. So I got out of there. I'm not trying to deal with all that. But cool find. Just found another one of these complete light bulbs. That's wild. I'm pretty close to what looks like maybe probably early 1900s house. I'm in a park next door. There's a lot of iron and a little bit of trash, but not too bad. A lot of it's old, like old copper and stuff, so that ain't bad. That'll go in the scrap pile, but I don't want to dig in trash like that, just not cans and all. But you gotta dig the trash to get the good stuff. Not that that's great or anything, but you gotta keep going. Found a little Yale padlock made in the USA. Probably not that old. Will last probably 50 years or so. Well, this is something you don't see every day. Wow. What in the world? There's still a pan in here. Dang trees growing around it. That is wild. And look up here. It's a piece of rebar. stuck in the tree. And when it grew over it. That is wild. But this, my God, that is freaking awesome. Alright, I got my first real coin signal. If you look down in the hole there, that is a coin. Not real deep though. Oh, that's a Wheatie. Wheatie. Okay, let's see a date. 1956. It's got a, excuse me, weird toning to it. That's pretty cool looking. 1956. Awesome. Well, I got a Wheatie out here at least. So much junk everywhere. There's a concrete foundation right there by the sink over there. Not sure how old it is, but there's a Wheatie here, so it's gotta be fairly old. And I have been detecting here before, not this exact spot, but close by, because there's an orange grove up off to my left here, and I found some stuff for the 40s and 50s coin wise. Never any silver though, so we'll keep an eye out. That's a pretty early memorial there, 1966. I mean, there has got to be silver in this place. It's just so much trash, so many ridiculous high tones. It's insane. It's very, very trashy. But I'm gonna try to peek through it. Concrete slabs still over there. I'm trying to get away from the house or whatever it was. Try to pick some stuff out. Well, I just found a first year 1959 D. And these are pretty well back to back. It's been like 3 minutes for the past 3 clips, so not too bad. Try to pull some shiny out of here, hopefully. Alright folks, here's a roundup from my hunt. I hunted for about 2.5 hours. Here's all the clad, dimes, pennies, quarters, and there is a few 60s in there, a 64, 66, and 59. Found one of those, one of these. I think that's the same thing, those two right there. They usually say pull to open on them, so I'm not sure what they are. Not sure what that is either. Copper pipe. A bazinga right there. Thought that was going to be a nice old silver coin, but aluminum. A little bit of wire, copper wire, a rivet, an iron spoon bowl. Buckle. I looked up that number. I couldn't find anything on it. I think it is pretty modern. Another one of those light bulbs, not busted. A lighter. I'm not entirely too sure how old this is. It's made in Japan. And it's pretty heavy. It's like chrome plated or something. But I'm not sure. Let me know how old you think that is. It was pretty darn deep, but just because it's deep doesn't mean it's old. It was about 8 inches down, maybe a little bit more than that. But it's really cool looking. First lighter like that. And I have a suspender latch part. I got a Wheatie, 1956 wheat, and a key. Alright, when I was at the basketball court, I didn't really find anything a whole lot except for like, I think like a quarter and a penny before that crazy guy came up and started hollering about bringing his homeboys over, that I don't belong on the basketball court. I was just giving it a try after work. I normally don't hunt basketball courts, but it's like right there in downtown, and a city was built in like 1856 or something like that. So I figure I'd go in and try to get some relics. I have gotten a couple relics in there in the past, but I don't want to be tangling with no homeboy, so I'll stick to the woods. But there we go, folks. Nice little hunt. I had a blast, and I'll be back at it again.